All right, we're back on the move. There's the real estate sign. There's the shopping center, US 1, 220th. We're back on the move. Feet on the street, 346. We probably have 3 hours left of walking. Extended break. I needed my batteries to charge, not my physical batteries, but my actual charging batteries that I'm using to power the stream. And I'm gonna do a quick cross right here. Marching along down US 1. We're on 220th Street. We got to get to 144th Street, where I will mark for the day. Took us about 4 hours to go from 344 to 220. So we only got to go about a shade under 80 blocks. And apparently it's going to take, the Google Maps is 2 hours and 40 minutes or 2:56, but I'm walking a little slower than Google Maps doesn't know about, that I walked the blue wall yesterday. Keep hustling, you got it. Thank you, Bella Menendez on YouTube. There's Let's Go Fish. He's getting ready for tomorrow. He's on the Instagram. That's where we're going. To the ballpark. For opening day. That's where we got to be there by tomorrow night. But we're busting along. There's a little food truck over here. Marching along. We're past the $17,000 mark. Seems like we get a lot of the donations when we're not streaming. It's like I have to prove it. But we're over $17,000 on our donation. We're pretty much at last year's number with a full day and a half to go. We probably have about 8.5 hours of net walking between today and tomorrow. 3 today and maybe 5.5 tomorrow. We're marching along. There's already 216th Street. This feels hot. It's 82 degrees. It got hotter. It was in the high 70s. Now it's 82 degrees and partly cloudy. My father, my spotter, he had to go back to work. He's like, hey, I haven't been in the office in a few days. I need to get to work. So he's back to work. So I'm a lone wolf for the time being, but he said he's nearby. He said I could call him if anything is needed. But I charged my batteries. I should be able to make it to the end of the day. It's only 3 hours. I'm good on water. I got some AC. Sat down for a little bit. Took us all about an hour break. And now we're marching along. On YouTube, on Twitch, and on Instagram, and we're coming up US 1 and 118th Court. But then there's 216th Street coming right up. As we got to get past the 200s. We'll pass Southland Mall. Apparently, we're going to pass the Pinecrest Bakery. If we would have known that we were this close to a Pinecrest Bakery, I could have muscled it out another 9 minutes of walking. Yeah, it's the first Pinecrest Bakery I've seen since Key Largo. But I'm sure I'll pass like 5 or 6 more. In fact, I know there's another one on US 1. At 27th Avenue, there's another Pinecrest Bakery. The over-under, I'd say it's 3.5 Pinecrest Bakeries between this one and the one in US 1 and 27th Avenue. Haneland Mill Drive over there. TD, keep going strong. You got this in the bag. And soon you'll see more. Marlins win the opening game of the season. That comes from Jay Gowda, 305. That would be nice. Nice to get a win. They're playing the Colorado Rockies. Sandy's on the mound. It would be nice to see you finish off with a win. Finish off this whole adventure with a win. We walked all the way. Can't walk all the way from Key West to see them lose. Well, Kyle Stowers is not playing. He's on IL. But there it is, a Pinecrest Bakery. Looks like this Pinecrest Bakery looks like it should be a car dealership based on how it's designed. Completely different look than the one at Key Largo. Papo Dolly, I want to be in Kendall tomorrow. Well, yeah, you know, I'm not exactly hiding my location. You know where I'll be. You know where I'm at. Everyone's welcome. But yeah, from the outside, if I didn't show you that this sign was Pinecrest Bakery, you'd think it's a car dealership. The one at Key Largo had like a nice hut. Oh, there's a big giant chicken or rooster standing on front of the Pinecrest Bakery. And we're marching along. Boy, it's getting hot. I have sunscreen on and everything, but the sun's coming at strong. $368 West Star. That might be the cheapest we've seen. Coming up on 216th Street, signs for the turnpike that way, but we're not going to the turnpike. We're going the old school way, before there was a turnpike. This is how you'd have to get everywhere for US 1. Here at the West Star, my God, it feels way hotter than 82 degrees, and I do not believe it's mostly cloudy. I mean, there are clouds in the sky, but it feels like it's super hot. As we were marching along here, we're over $17,000. Started all the way back at Key West a week ago. This Church's Chicken. It's the Gould Shopping Plaza. That's where we are. We're in Gould's. We're hammering down through Gould's and P. Ryan, Princeton. We'll pass Southland Mall soon enough. We'll pass Keg South. How many steps are you averaging a day? You know what? That's a good question, Bella Menendez. So, today I'm only at 24,000 steps. Oh my God, yesterday was 48,000. The day before was 18,000. That was a short day. 43, 24, 47. So the average for the week is 33,000 a day. Now last year we had some $68,000 step days, and that doesn't include the steps that went into over after midnight. So we probably easily got a couple 70 days last year. Yeah, the blue wall required a lot of steps. But we spread out the steps over 10 days. So I could do this. We could compare to last. So the first day, which is a Wednesday, from Key West to Sugarloaf, that's 41,000 steps. Can't really see it all too well. The next day from Sugarloaf to Ohio Key was 52,000. Then we crossed the 7-mile bridge into Marathon. That was 26,000, but that was intense, 26,000. Then we did 20 miles from Marathon to mile marker 70. That's 47,000. And then from mile marker 70 to mile marker 80 is 24. From mile marker 80 to mile marker 99 into Key Largo is 43. And then the short day The short day on Tuesday, 18,000 from 99 to 107, just marching through Key Largo. And then yesterday, as we crossed the blue wall into Florida City, was 48. And so far, we're at 24,009 steps, with probably like less than 3 hours to go. We'll probably get to the 30, at least 32, 33,000 steps today. Here we are. All right, thank God there's a little wind coming in, which is good. The fair, be there. That's going on now through April 5th. K Hayes 06, 06, 090. What's up, K Hayes? Do your legs, feet feel fine? They did feel fine up until yesterday. After yesterday, I feel fine. They feel pretty good right now. But when we got through the blue wall, they were not feeling good. And then this morning was a little rough. But I think that rest that we just did, they got a nice boost. I was limbering a little bit towards the end. We got some blisters on my right foot, but not on my left foot. Ironically enough, I don't know why my right foot, I guess it's my stronger foot, my lead foot, it worked more. So we're coming to the pawn shop. Do I got anything to pawn? I need everything I have in my bag. I can't pawn anything. 215th Street. But yeah. And then tomorrow's the last day. It's a shorter day, but we'll see how my legs are feeling tomorrow. But I remember last year when I got to the end, I was really limbering around. I couldn't really walk. How you doing, man? How many miles you got left? Well, I'd say we probably got, you know what? There's no mile markers anymore, so I have to actually use Google Maps to tell you how many miles we got left. All right, to Lone Depot Park. 18 miles, but is that driving or? Let's get the home plate garage. Yeah, 20 miles. 20 miles, 8 hours of walking. Well, 7 hours and 33 minutes of walking net from here to the ballpark. So there you go. It's basically a whole day. But we'll be pretty close, so we got to get to 144th. And there's 211th Street coming up, also 117th Avenue coming up. But yeah, we got roughly 20 miles left. As we're marching along, all to raise money for the South Florida Autism Charter School. For now, we just got to get to 144, and then we'll break, and then tomorrow we walk to Paradise. to 114th Street, and then that next traffic light is 211th Street. It's the Gold's Track Club. We're marching down Gould's, South Dade. Then we'll catch Princeton and Pirine before we're in Palmetto Bay. On the right side, no need to cross the street, but I'll be willing. It's the pumpkin share. 213th Street. Gould's Plaza. Just gotta check, just get through some landmarks. We've way past Shriver's Barbecue. Oh, phone call. All right. There's another path over here, but that's not gonna take us where I want to go. Just marching along. I am a lone wolf at the war. My dad's back at work. I say, hey, bro, we're not at work for 3+ days. Understood. But we only got to make it. We only got to make it a couple hours. I got everything I need. I got my battery. I got my water. There's a Sitco there. It looks like they have the price for regular blacked out. I only see the price at the bottom for premium. They might not. It's a 4 and a 4. Oh, here's a Walmart. I remember this Walmart from last year. I remember Zach having to get some stuff. I think he had to get some sunblock at this Walmart. Here, way down south. just march along. Marching along. That's all we could do when we're raised over 17,000. And we're knocking on the door finishing this. We're hoping to beat, we're right around the number from last year. Thank all of those who donated. $17,230. Here we are marching along. There's a Wendy's. There's a Walmart. Pretty sure there's a Publix coming up. I remember it from last year. I'm gonna do a half cross. Sorry about that. Trying to walk back, make it back to the ball. Alright, this light's green. I'll just hang here. (211th Street, Cutler Ridge Boulevard). I'm going to use this opportunity to cross. And I've crossed. Back on the US of 1. There's the Wendy's. Avenue. Yeah, this Colorado goes all the way to Key West. Only that, and it goes. It could go to St. Augustine too. It can go probably up to Maine. Let's do this one. Dipping the French fries into the Frosty. That was. Now they're finally they're marketing it now. Feels like people only do that on the side. Marching along, coming up on 112th Avenue, Alapata Road. Even though we're nowhere near Alapata. Alapata is past the ballpark. There's a Target. And we're just marching along. Marching along South Dade. It's 4:11. We're back. We've been 25 minutes at it. Probably got 2.5 hours to go. We're at the end. I think the turnpike is coming up again. I think it's looping around. Marching along US of 1. Publix, or the famous Publix where me and Zach sat on the floor last year trying to eat our sandwiches. Right over there. There's another bus stop. It's a smoothie spot. Glenn Pierce, thank you, Glenn, joining the Instagram. Red Rooster. Yeah, we did end up finding that trail, Glenn. It's right on the bus lane over the path. We're not on it now. We did take a brief break. We had to cross over to US 1. It was a mission just to find some place to settle in. But yeah, there's the next bus stop. There's the Publix where me and Zach broke last year. So we're probably, this was like our mark last year to break. We were having streaming issues at the beginning of the day. So but yeah, we're getting close to the end of the 200s. Daddy, that Publix for last year's fiasco. And we were actually customers. We were paying customers at Publix. It wasn't like a Big Daddy where it's like, oh, customers only. We were paying customers. We should have. Yeah, we were sitting. It was kind of Zach's fault too. Picked a place where we couldn't sit down. We had been walking for several hours. We needed to sit down. It was almost like we didn't have a break. We were running around Publix, then we sat on the floor. And they told us we had to leave. We can't be doing that. $200, 208. Yep, there's 208th Drive and 112th Avenue. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn, on Instagram. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, I guess you got lucky, Glenn. You didn't have to spot this year. You had the hard stuff last year. You had to be up till like 12:30 at night some of these nights, making sure me and Zach got in. Even like 3 in the morning. We didn't have any of those days. No fun. No late night action. We only had like one day where we had to walk a little bit in the dark. But you did have to come. You came down here with SFAX on the bus, and the bus dropped you off like 2 or 3 miles away, and you guys had to walk in unison all the way out to get me. To see me off, and then we just walked right back to the bus. So it was a long trip for you guys, both driving and walking, just to see me, just to see us leave. So thank you guys for that. All right, this guy's turning. There's a red crosswalk, but if these guys start crossing, I'm gonna cross. The light is green. The crosswalk guy is white. That means we can cross. There we are. South Alapata Road. We're at a bus stop. There's a Ross and a TJ Maxx over here. We're coming across the turnpike again as it's looping around. Whoa, that bus took a wide turn. Rafael Iglesias, 14, joining on the IG. Hello, Rafael. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. You can scan the QR code on the top right corner. That's how you donate. Or I think I could put the link up there in the chat. I have the banner of the link. That's the link right there. If you have the ability to, come on, let me press it. There you go. Oh, I had it. Fat fingers. That's the late press it. I'll have to get it back on there at some point. It's a DSW designer shoe wear. Oh, it's an Applebee's. Could be like Ricky Bobby and get thrown out of Applebee's. Things are going all too well. Gonna take it. Yeah, there's the Applebee's. But things are going well. We're over $17,000. Thank you for all those who've donated. We're basically at last year's number. There's a B-Dubs out over there. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. And we're coming up on the 200s. We're about to leave. We're going to be in the 190s pretty soon. Where's the 204 block? There's a turnpike exit. We're not getting on the turnpike. We're going the old-fashioned way. Up US 1. There's Southland Mall. We were trying to get here, but it was deemed too far. And I think we made the right decision. But here it is, Southland Mall. And there's Caribbean Boulevard, 200th Street. It's an Olive Garden. Here, get some breadsticks. Just marching along. Amanda Fern. Hello, Amanda. She's on the IG. Dade County Federal Credit Union over here. Let's see, it feels like it's getting hotter. It says 81. It feels like it's hotter. There's signs for the turnpike. There's another bus stop, Caribbean Boulevard bus stop, 200th Street. And then we'll be in the 190s once you get past this turnpike. We'll be in the 190s. Then we just have to get to 144. Been at it for 40 minutes. Arby's, another Arby's. Oh wow! This mobile says 350, 357. So far, this is the place. This is the gas station to be at. The mobile on 200th, US 1. Oh, we should be coming up on Kick South. I think it might be the next building over. There's the Arby's. Almost an hour in. There's 200th Street. $3.59. This little mobile right here. It's the best you're gonna do. It's the best we've seen so far. The shell has to be the same. They don't want to, these guys are in cahoots. There's the bus stop, Caribbean Boulevard. gonna do a half cross. This light's red. Cross again. Better move before it turns green. These guys are gonna be angry if it turns green. I made it over. 3:59 here at the Shell. As we pass the 200th Street, probably 50 blocks, probably a couple hours, 22 and a half hours. We'll be done for the day. There's the food mart. Ernesto's taco shop. Thank you. Claire is on the Instagram. Hello, Claire. I'm right by the turnpike, just past Caribbean Boulevard. There's the Caribbean Boulevard bus stop on 200th. I'm right alongside the turnpike. Check for texts. Oh, did I just? Oh, sorry. Bad grip. We're over 17,000. Thank you, all those who donated. Here's the Midas touch. That's the Midas touch. Little car wash. Whoa. Past everyday loans. Getting onto the turnpike, under the bridge. 19993. We're in the 190s now in US 1. We started at 344 today. We got to get to 144 by the end of the day. Oh, I do need a battery swap. Sorry, just changing a battery. I'm a one-man band man over here. A lone wolf. Ow. Sorry for the awkward angle. I'm just changing a battery. Just get the battery in my pocket. Onwards and upwards. Marching along. Some well-appreciated shade coming up. All right, oh, this shade feels so good. Little breeze. Might just stay here. Oh, there's a Raising Cane's. Come a long way. That comes from Not a Real Cheat. Yeah, we have. We just passed 200th Street and US 1. And we started all the way in Key West 8 days ago. Last year we did this faster. Nonetheless, here we are, marching along. On US runs, it's pretty easy when it's just one road all the way through. Don't have to turn. But makes it pretty easy. There's some motorcycles, some Harleys. No, I will not be getting on a motorcycle. That would be cheating. Maybe they gave me a free one. I'm not getting on a motorcycle. Even I want to get on a motorcycle anyway. I'm way too scared of those things. I do not want to ride on a motorcycle. So I feel like we're in the Princeton area. We're in the high 190s in US 1. Marching, trying to get here for opening day. My QR code fell off again. Gotta get better tape. Well, that QR code is out somewhere on US 1. Maybe if it's facing up, somebody will like scan it and donate. Aaron Sunderland asked how much further are we? We are close. We're probably less than 20 miles door to door for being done between today and tomorrow. We're probably like, I'd say 5 miles from the end of the day, but door to door to the ballpark, I'll look it up. 16 miles. Let me put it to walking because sometimes the driving has you go farther to save time. Yeah, we're 19 miles. If we could keep walking for the next 6 hours and 57 minutes, 7 hours, we could be there. Yeah, we could be there before midnight if we kept walking. But no, we don't want to be there at midnight. We want to be there tomorrow. It's 7:10 first pitch. But we're marching along, Aaron. We had a rough day yesterday getting over that blue wall. Still kind of recovering. It's hot. I did have sunscreen. I did rest for a little bit. But here's some Harleys. We're down south still in US 1, the 190s. I'll see there's a street light coming up. But all in all, we've hit our marks when we were supposed to. We haven't taken the longer days last year. We took more breaks because we had to do longer days. So we haven't taken, even though we spread it out over more days, we haven't taken as many breaks mid-walk as we did last year. But I was hurting bad. And what's worse is, when you sit down, you can keep going. But once you sit down for a little bit and then try to get up and walk again, it's like, oh, God, it's even worse. Would have been better off just to power through it. That's what we've raised over $17,000. Oh, somebody honking at me. I don't know if it's a friendly, hey, what's up, honk, or hey, what are you doing? Get off the street, honk. But that was pretty far away. I wasn't in his way, so I think I'm gonna take that as a friendly, hey, what's up? Keep it up, walk, honk. There's Raising Cane's. It's KFC. Raising Cane's is all the rage. There's a lot more of them being built down here. It's mostly in the south, but there's a lot more Chick-fil-A's being built down here too. We used to not have any, except for a food court in Dadeland Mall, which we'll pass. We'll pass Dadeland Mall tomorrow. Almost to Eureka Drive, yeah. Yeah, we passed Caribbean Boulevard. I know that's like the same exit on the turnpike though. Eureka Drive / Caribbean Boulevard. Think of it kept going that way. But yeah, I think it loops around. There's the Raising Cane's. Thank you. The cane sauce is all the rage over there. There's a college here, Fortis College. Way out over there. Next to a thrift store. Yeah, when you're a college student, you need to thrift. There's American Thrift, and then there's a Fortis College. Oh boy. We're coming up on the 195 block. Oh. We're getting closer and closer, and we are. Tomorrow, if we do this, tomorrow should only be about a 5.5 hour day. We technically have 7 hours, less than 7 hours of walking between today and tomorrow. And we're there. We're coming up on 195th and US 1. Everything's been mapped out to perfection. We've hit marks where we're supposed to hit to, right as the sun. Worst case, we got there a little after sunset. I do want to be feet on the street 10 a.m. tomorrow. Feet on the street. Maybe earlier. I mean, I'm old now. I wake up earlier. But we'll see. There's Marlin Road coming up. That's it, Marlin Road. That's where we're going. There was a Marlin Drive in Key Largo. Just like there was a Dolphin Drive in Key Largo. There was even a Churchill Downs Drive in Key Largo. Very confusing. Cutler Bay. That's where we are. Hello, Aaron. She's on the IG. LSU Phil back on the IG. So we'll be watching along. We're down south. Even though we were way more south the past week, we were in the Keys. But the Keys isn't considered down south. This is considered down south when you're talking about, Dade County. This is what we refer to. Not to be confused with Jay Cutler. Yeah, we're in Cutler Bay, not in Jay Cutler Bay. Or Cutler J. We're in Cutler Bay. All right, there's Marlin Road coming up. This guy doesn't look like he's turning right. I'm going to cross. Been at it for an hour now. We probably got 2 hours to go, approximately. It's about right. We're like 50-something blocks away. So we're marching down Cutler Bay. Some sounds of the earth, some motorcycles, some music. Oh, someone yelling at me? We did have somebody, what was it? 3 days ago, yell at us from the car. Hey, what are you streaming? You're streaming? You're on Twitch? I'm like, yeah. Gave him all the Twitch information. We were at Tavernier, and he's like, all right. And I gave him my Twitch information, and he was commenting, following along in the car. Oh. This guy's honking like crazy. I don't think it's at me. All right. We're marching along here. Going down south. Marching along, all for the charter school. That's where this all started a week ago. And we're over $17,000. Thank those who donated. There's a Denny's. A little shade, a little goes a long way. A little appreciated to take it. There's Denny's. All right, we've crossed this street. We've passed Marlin Road. Marlin, that's where we're going tomorrow. That's the end goal. Oh, by the way, here's me. Marching along. I see an address is 191.99. So slowly but surely getting out of the 190s and into the 180s. It's getting hot. The sun is on my back. So apologize. See if I can flag it off with my hat. There. So yeah, there's me marching along. There's a Starbucks, a Chipotle. Things are happening around here, Dade County. Not even 5 o'clock yet. It's the Habit Burger. The Habit Burger Grill over here. Shouting out. You're almost there, getting to the final march. It's an hour and 5 minutes. Oh boy. Getting closer and closer. There's an IHOP, Winn-Dixie, a Dollar Tree, little barber shop. Thank you. See, people are nice. There's more signs for that rodeo in Tropical Park, where I'll have my hat with the lights on it. Oh boy. Keeping my eyes peeled out for the next street light. And Ash Brew, 286. What's up, Ash Brew? How's it going? We're just marching along here, South Dade. We've been at it since Key West a week ago. And we spent, I don't know, I'm losing track of the days at this point. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. 7 days in the Keys. Then yesterday we crossed over the Blue Wall of Death. And here we are, Dade 9, marching down from Florida City, which started at 344th Street. And we're somewhere in the 190s to 180s on US 1. We got to get to 144 by the end of the day. That's where I have a place to stay. Zach's uncle's house. If you don't remember, Zach was my co-partner last year. He's probably not going to be able to make it for the last day, but I'm hoping I could get him on virtually. Join the stream. But here, marching along, raised over $17,000. Oh boy, there you go. All right, thank you. Very nice. And we're in the heart of US 1, down south. Just marching and marching and marching until we get, the goal is by tomorrow night to get to opening day. That's the goal, 7:10. First pitch on the East Coast. I would like to get there a little bit earlier. The feet on the street no later than 10 a.m. too. Oh, this guy's fishing over here. Let's see if he's good. I haven't seen somebody fishing since we were in the Keys, in the long Key Bridge. Oh, speaking of Ash Brew, there's a place called Ashley Furniture right there. Right next to City Furniture, so direct competition with the big guys next door. There's Ashley. Whoa, that's a bus. All right, Pep Boys at Advanced Auto Parts over here. Oh, another Pollo Tropical. What do you know? They're all over US 1. We've seen at least 2, and I know there was another one back at Florida City, and I know that for sure there's another one on 27th Avenue. US 1. Oh, there's a sushi sake. We saw a couple of those in the Keys. Dollar General. All right. Quail Roost, 186th Street. Thank you. And we are down south in Mother Bay. It's hot. We're 32 blocks away. We're on 186th Street. Sorry, 42 blocks away. That's about right. Quail Roost Drive. $186. Oh. Marching along. Whoa! Oh. It's the Quail Roost Shopping Center. Taco Rico over here. Another Pinecrest Bakery. Ah. Oh, hey, I was already here. Shannon's joining on the IG. Hello, Shannon. And Peter's is hopefully going to see you around 152 in an hour. All right, 152. That'll be towards the end. I can maybe push it a little longer. We'll see. All right, an hour. Yeah, if I motor a little bit, I can get to 152 in an hour. We're at now we're coming up on Eureka Drive. 184. We just passed Quail Roost. And now we're on Eureka. US 1. Palacio de los Jugos. $186. Oh, I got the crosswalk sign. Ah, cross. Let's also make up some ground. Oh. Oh, critter. Skirting away. Here you are coming down Eureka. 184th on that next light. Been an hour and 18 minutes since we left 220. So we've gone almost 40 blocks. And that's taking an hour and 18 minutes. So yeah, we've got 40 blocks from here. So probably we might be able to pull it off in an hour and a half. Got to get to 144. I know US 1 is not a straight line, but it is diagonal. So it passes through streets and avenues. 369 here at the marathon. Still good, but we saw 359 earlier. Oh. Publix or Ross. Taco Bell action over here. I think there's a Popeyes, I believe. Larry and Penny Thompson Campground Park, 2.5 miles to the left. But there is a Popeyes. Just marching along, documenting every place of US 1. Can't wait to get to the underline. I'll get some shade. Maybe at some point tomorrow. There's a boa. All right, here's Eureka Drive. Oh. Hey, there's a Chick-fil-A. Hot dog. Always good. It's 5:07. We got 12 seconds. I'm going to take advantage of the 12 seconds. I'm going to lumber across. All right. Palmetto Bay Boulevard. We're getting closer and closer to Palmetto Bay, which is where we got. Oh, this is where we got to end. Huh. All right. We should be leaving, getting closer to 180, and then we'll be in the 170s. Got to get to 144, or at least 152. As we are lumbering south. I mean, we're lumbering in the south, but we're going northbound. There's US 1. It hasn't changed since Key West. That's where we've been going. Now we've taken some alternate fishing bridges. We've taken old US 1 a couple times, but the point remains the same, US 1, till we turn on 17th Avenue tomorrow. I still feel tired, even though I spread it out over more days. It's like the number of days doesn't care. It's the truest. All right, looks like we're coming on 183rd. As we're getting closer to Palmetto Bay. Huh. There's a McDonald's. Welcome to Palmetto Bay. There's a sign right there. It says welcome to Palmetto Bay. We're officially in the Village of Parks. Palmetto Bay. Here we are. We left Gould. We went through Florida City, Homestead, Naranja, Goulds, Princeton, Pirine. Now here we are, Pirine Peters Way. 183rd. Now we get some blue signs. Just taking one block at a time. Oh, the Shamrock Shake. That's all the rage. An Oreo Shamrock Shake. That is all the rage. The Hockman Show. Hockman and Crowder. I'm always talking about the Shamrock Shake. Probably right on right now talking to somebody about that. Here's a Palmetto Bay Center. Looks like we got a Steve's Pizza. Hey, a Dunkin'. We are marching along. Marching along South Dade, marching northbound, heading closer to the ballpark by tomorrow. Tattoo shop, some jiu-jitsu. Wayne Avenue. This guy's turning right. I respect the right turners. All right, after this guy, I'm gonna cross. Soriano Brothers. Cuban Cuisine. Over here. Scan the QR code. That's why we've been doing this long march. Is to scan the QR code to donate. And if you can't And if you don't have the ability to scan the QR code, you might be able to copy and paste. Got fingers. That's the link. You copy and paste that link. I'll put it again on the comments. Let's try to put it on the comments. Oh, whoa. I just put it on the comments. Oh, this whole time. Rockin' Lifeless. Let's join on the IG. Hello, Rockin' Lifeless. Hibiscus Street, coming right up. Hibiscus Plaza, Jimmy John's. East Indigo Street. In Palmetto Bay. Mulligan Center. I don't need a mulligan. I don't take mulligans. I do this one shot. There's Hibiscus Street coming up. It should be in the 170th or 98th Avenue. Palmetto Bay Boulevard. That's where we're at. Steve Cramen Boulevard. All US 1 has had all different names, but it's still South Dixie Highway. But it has some other boulevards, attached to it. Evergreen, Front Hall Road. Check the phone Looking for streets. We should be clear of the 180s. Oh, another baby iguana. Scurrying away. It's 5:19 on the East Coast. East Guava Street over here. Looking for a street number. Avenue numbers are helpful too, but a street number is more indicating of north-south. Been at it for an hour and 33 minutes since we left 220. Ah. 97th Ave. So I know at some point we got to get to 79th Ave, but this will take care of. This is a diagonal cross. Both numbers should move, get less smaller and smaller. Ah. Here we are, marching up US 1, 97th Avenue. Cross over, one more cross. Red light. Ah. Looks like 174th Street. I had to guess from far away. First I thought it was 194. I'm like, no way, we way past 194th Street. 174, 30 blocks away. Probably a little bit more than an hour. Yeah, probably an hour and a half. Might be an hour, 20 something minutes. It said 3 hours on Google Maps. Nobody's turning right. I shall cross. No. Franco. Franco Rowe was Mary Dorman's house before she moved to Pinecrest. That's for Peter Mert. M. Anthony 26. Yeah, we passed her old house. That's for Peter Mert on IG. There's Schaefer Street, 174th Street, not to be confused with Ashley Schaefer. I don't think there's a BMW. Ashley Schaefer BMW. But we can go that way to P Line Ave. But here's 174th Street in Yorshon, 30 blocks away from the end of the day. The South Dade Rehabilitation Center over here. Palmetto Bay Auto and Self Car Wash. Nissan Wells. Place called Crybaby. Over there. Oh, crosswalk sign. Gotta take it. Oh. All right. Little Brazilian jiu-jitsu place over here. Got people watching IG on YouTube and on. Oh, less than 30 blocks to go. I have to do a battery. I might have to do a battery swap. I don't know. Look at me. One of these two guys have to have some battery. Oh, does this guy have battery? Let's see. This guy has battery. Ah, this guy's enough. This might have enough battery. All right. Doesn't have enough, a lot, but it might just give me a little boost I need. So we're just doing a real life battery swap. Oh, actually wish it would get darker. Sunny and 80. The temperatures drop, but it's gone from partly cloudy to sunny, so we have no cloud diffusion of the temperature. Even though there are so few clouds in the sky. Marching along, US 1 north, getting closer and closer to the end. Take it one block at a time. That's 172.25 South Dixie Highway. We'll get to the 160 soon enough. Just take little victories. Every change in every 10 or so blocks. Anytime the number changes is good. It's a Peruvian place over here. Aromas. Peru. If I'm not mistaken, we could be coming up on 168th. I believe there's another Krispy Kreme there. Oh. Crossing the street. All right. I think we're going to get to the point where the US 1 stops bending and it just goes a straight shot vertical until at least the Palmetto Expressway, and then it goes diagonal again. Maybe tomorrow. It's a 170 Plaza, so that should be the light for 168th. Yeah. I feel like in an hour and 15 minutes we should be done. We should get there. That's all right. Looks like we're going to have some people walking with us on US 1 and 152. All right, better come on US 1 and 168. I'll walk with them as do a brief walk. See, I'm moving them, pick up some ground. Gotta have reserve battery. There's 170th Street. Send them a text. Send them a text, alerting them. $168th. There'll be some company coming at 152. So take the small victories. There's 168. 373 here. Whoa, whoa. I'm all right. Just an elevated. There's an elevated step right there. Not see that, but I'm all right. Caught myself. There's a marathon, 373. And another Pinecrest Bakery. That's at least 3 on US 1. And there's a cow bakery, first one we've seen since Islamorada. That's a Pinecrest Bakery with differently designed over there. It's like an artsy Pinecrest Bakery. We've seen at least 3 on US 1 here alone. They're all over the place. Oh, crosswalk guy. Let me muscle along. Passing 168. There's the cow. Bakery, Walgreens. Just trying to get to 152. I'll have some company. And then they're gonna give me they're gonna walk with me, make sure I get to where I need to get to safely. I appreciate it. We're at the Palmetto Bay Academy over here. So AT&T. I feel like we're getting closer. I feel like I could get to 144 within an hour. Well, first I gotta get to 152. There's an Acura. So I gotta get to the Publix. That's where they park. That's where It's 166. Marching along here. Marching along. I want to raise money for the cause. There's Dayland Jeep, Chrysler. Our Chapman Drive coming up, 160th. It looks like. I feel like we'll be at 152 in no time. They parked at the crew is parked at the Publix. All right. Just marching along Colonial Drive, 160th. At the P. Ryan Wayside Park, coming through Colonial Drive. And then the next street light might be 152, where we have some ladies that are going to be accommodating us, that are going to be walking with us, and another gentleman too, maybe. There's another bus stop at 160th. I know there'll be another bus stop at 152. 541. I feel like I'm moving pretty fast. That QR code on the top right corner is how you donate it. We're barreling down 16 blocks. You got from 220 to 160 in an hour and 40 minutes. It's 80 blocks. Hold on, I got a phone call. All right, 152. That's march along. We just passed 160th. So I'm gonna have some company at 152, and then maybe some more at 144. And then I'll be done. But I can keep walking. Let's see. Get a mark. Marching along. Coming up on 152. Got a little bit ways to go. So that's the people that they've been dying to walk with me. They've been talking about it for weeks, and it's finally going to happen. We're almost at the end of the day. Be pretty short. We're on the 159 block in US 1. Western Company joining us at 152, and we only have to get to 144 to be done for the day. We're on 159th. Some music playing. Oh, we got the crosswalk sign. All right, we got the crosswalk sign. Is this guy turning right? Yes, he is. Or she. Oh, on the phone right. All right, I'm crossing. I've crossed. I think this next light might be 152. Could be wrong. Hey, look at this. Lawton Childs, walking Lawton Childs Trail. We saw that guy sign way back on the stretch yesterday at the very beginning. This whole time. Well, he did walk from Pensacola all the way to Key West, so this would technically be on the Lawton Childs Trail, but eventually he'd have to leave US 1 because US 1 doesn't go to Pensacola. It goes to St. Augustine. He'd probably have to cut across to 41 if he had to take Tamiami Trail all the way through the west coast of Florida. But then I don't know how he would get to Pensacola. What time is first pitch? 7:10 tomorrow, 7:10 p.m. Tomorrow should be like probably about a 5-hour day total walking tomorrow. Time on being feet on the street, 10 a.m. We'll make it there in plenty of time. $158.95. Getting closer and closer to 152. We got to get to 144, but we're going to have some company waiting for us at 152. And there's 158th lane. It's getting hotter and hotter. So, even though the temperature doesn't say so, it's 79 degrees. Yay! There's a company that's coming. Hold on, phone call. Cross. Here we are, walking down the barrels of Palmetto Bay. There's a company joining us at 152. Gonna help me get to the finish line. Always get that company. A lone wolf. Should have enough battery to make it to the end. See when I drop anchor on the mark. I'll be a wolf pack. We'll have a wolf pack. That's right. Like a hangover. We don't need to be blood brothers. We're not gonna need a knife to cut our hand. But yes, we'll have a wolf pack coming up at 152. Woo! That's a company. We have a wolf pack coming up. And that could be the sign for there's 157. All right. It's 156. Harry Troger Way. Harry Traeger. We had it for 2 hours and 9 minutes since we resumed break at 2:20. It said it could take 3 hours to get where we need to get to, but we're blistering away. All right, here's 152. Coming up right here. Coral Reef Drive. Coming on it up. 152. There's a bus stop. All right. The Palmetto Plaza. Keep a lookout for an Aldi. Let me make a phone call. I sent my text. Whoa, we got some big gas whoppers. $3.99. Wowzers. It's not as bad as the 449s at the Sunoco's. These are marching along. They've raised over $17,000. Oh, and I think there's a gang. I think I see the gang coming up to 152. They're going to walk with us to 144. Give them the sign. And there is indeed the wolfpack coming our direction. Ready to do some walking. There's the Palmetto Golf Course. Over there. He's just looking at the gas prices like, oh my God. This light is red. Light's red. I'm a gambling man. Cross. Hey guys, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, that place. That Claire. Hi, Marianne.
Hello. How are you?
Good, good.
How's the walking going?
It's going all right. We're on. Watch out, watch out. This lady's through. We got a wolf pack coming out. There's Claire. There's Marianne. There's Peter. We're still alive. We're still alive.
You've been holding that thing up the whole time.
Well, I have this easy. I mean, it hasn't really been bothering me. I got this little harness that I put my hand through. But yes, I have been holding this iPad this whole time, all the way since Key West. Now, when it runs out of battery, I go to the phone. But thank you guys for coming along.
How are you
Feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. I was hurting pretty bad yesterday coming through the blue, crossing over. Legs, knees, and everything. Yeah, we were crossing the stretch yesterday, the blue wall. I was just walking on rock and grass for the most part. But you guys walked a little bit to get here. Hey, you guys come for the final part.
I think you need a sign next year.
Next year?
You need a sign or something.
We had, you know what? I should get a sign. I had a QR code in my hat, but it keeps flying off. Yeah. But yeah, I had a QR code on my hat that I put on here, but it would keep flying off. But the charter school did come down to Key West, and they had a bunch of signs. And yeah, yeah, they had a bunch. We cut the line at the southernmost point. You know, we had like, you know, there was a bus full of them that came all the way down there. So they were on a limited schedule. So we had to cut the line. And it was a relocated southernmost point. And so it's like, yeah. What's it a renovate? It's a point. It's a point on the map.
Because that was my first time at Key West.
Oh, no way. No, so your first time on there, it was under construction. It's like it's like a Wally's what was that movie? In Wally's World. You get down to Wally's World and it was closed. But yeah, we're almost at our mark. Yeah,
I feel like you're a little Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Like with the crowds around you and the beard.
Yeah, I haven't shaved. I haven't shaved since we began this march. I didn't bring it. I didn't bring the shaving equipment.
Wait a minute. You haven't shaved for how
long? Well, my girlfriend likes my beard, so I haven't really, you know, I can't really get rid of the beard. But yeah, it's been longer than the 8 days since I last shaved. But
you've had great weather.
Yeah, in the Keys, the weather was perfect.
It's not crazy hot.
No, it was hot yesterday crossing over.
Have you had any rain?
No rain. And I've done this 2 years in a row. There has not been an ounce of rain. Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, we didn't pass it, did we? Yeah, knock on wood. Of course, it was going to rain tomorrow. No, I have no idea. Clear tomorrow? Oh, that's great. Yeah, we could keep walking. We could walk to Fort Lauderdale Beach. Just keep walking up US 1. Oh, Fuddruckers. Yeah. Is this the last of them?
The gym, right? There was a gym, I think, that was right there.
This has to be the last of them, or there's maybe one more. So a couple. They used to be all over the place. Yeah, sponsored legs of the walk. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you know.
Making sure
Yes.
with patches.
Yeah, that might be the only way I do that blue wall again. I don't know. I was rethinking. I was rethinking a lot of things after doing that blue wall. I was like, do I really want to do this again? Done it twice already, both directions. But yeah, it was rough. They need to get a path like this, a little path like this. I'll march. I'll go to the state capitol, whatever, in a suit and everything, and demand it. Not to mention some of these bridges in the Keys, like the 7 Mile Bridge. It's like, you know.
Maybe future Commissioner Menendez can help.
Yeah, yeah, he's got some pull. Yeah, we're getting close. And then I just got to go that way. Back. I'll end the stream right here at this light, and we can keep walking.
You're walking to your boss's house?
Yep, the boss's house is right down that way. But I'll stop the stream right here at this light. This will be our mark for tomorrow. Or this is where I'll start tomorrow.
Starbucks.
A Starbucks, a Wells Fargo. Where'd you guys park?
I parked it all day.
Oh, you parked at Aldi's? Oh, so you. Oh, the School of Rock. Is he cool? Is he cool enough to be in the band? He's the bee's knees.
It's really good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's neat. Here we are, marching towards the end of the penultimate day.
What day is this?
This is day 9. Tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow's the last day.
What do you have planned for the last few steps?
You know what? I haven't thought about it. I've been. There's a gentleman who watching on YouTube who donates $5 for every curl route I run along the way, and so you know, yeah. So it goes kind of like this. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I just run, plant, curl, throw me the ball. There you go. There you go. Boom. It goes like that. I think that's 35 if you're out there watching. So I believe I've run 35 curl routes, and he's going to donate $5 for every one I've run. So I got to try to do 5 more tomorrow, make it a nice even 40.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that might be how I finish. I don't know. I haven't decided. Usually we get there and it's just like, whoa.
You're done. But
Still
now
watching 36, he says. He says he's still watching 36.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so great.
So I only got 4 more to do tomorrow. He's got his tally sheet out of his office. He's been tallying every single one. All right. We're getting close to our mark. Our mark for the day. It's this light right here, yeah, because I gotta go that way to the boss's house.
Well, this is for Publix.
This is for Publix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk to the Publix. That'll be the mark.
Oh, the Publix is the mark?
Yeah, wherever you guys, you can come with me. You can. I know you guys have to. You guys parked at the Publix?
Yeah.
All right, we'll walk to. We'll do the mark at the. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah. We can walk down to 44.
All right.
I got 2 hours to wait on this kid.
All right. Yeah. So.
Walk us down to 144 to do the whole thing.
All right. No skipping. You're right. No skipping. All right.
Shortcuts now, right?
No shortcuts. But right here. Oh, that's right. We're not at 144. We're at the 146 block. Ah, good catch. Yeah, you see, I saw that green sign and I saw that. I thought we were 144th. Ah. You're right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Good catch. So.
Yeah, let's wait.
Oh. I think we can make it. Yeah, we're so close.
Have you been neglecting the sunscreen?
I have it in my bag. I do have a sunscreen in my bag, but
It only works if you put it on.
yes, I did. I mean, I may only do one spray and then maybe not respray.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Very.
but I don't know if they make sunscreen
need
to do.
a spritzer next year.
A
To
spritzer?
keep you, keep you going with the sunblock.
Yeah, I'll wear the hat. I'll attach it to my hat and just always be spraying.
Oh no, here. I have the fan.
Yeah, Yes, that's right.
The hat with a fan. Yeah, and like I know in the Water Boy they had like the ones that have the that
Yeah, no, it was it was a TikTok purchase.
a TikTok purchase.
One on each side of the hat, man.
Yeah,
I thought of that. I would have gotten that too.
Yeah, maybe next year. Although I'm still shell shocked by the blue wall. I'm still reconsidering. Maybe.
That did not look like fun.
No, and you can't even. Cardstown Road isn't even any better. It's even more. I have to tiptoe like this on Cardstown Road. So there's no. I mean, I can go 137th all the way down to past the racetrack, and then it cuts. It picks up at Alabama Jacks. But I'm like, that seems risky. That seems risky also.
I'd rather take
Try to take
the blue wall.
the blue wall. Yeah, that's the best. That's something when the blue wall is the best of the bad
You're
options.
going out of your way anyways, aren't you? To take cards out?
Yeah. Well, if I cut, if I just do Cardstown all the way across, that adds miles. Yeah. But if I go I don't know if it adds miles if I go 137th all the way down, and then it picks up like halfway in Cardstown. But yeah, even still, yeah, it does add miles. It's 5 miles longer. According to Alex. Alex is watching on Twitch. He was my spotter the first couple days, and he was my remote spotter. He's been my remote spotter ever since. He's watching.
He was at HQ, keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah, he's at headquarters. He's at our corporate offices. All right, but here's 144th. You guys want to help me mark it? You want to call it? Yeah, you guys could be a witness to my mark. Yeah, I should have brought my notary stamp. I could stamp the sidewalk. All right, perfect. I have just enough battery.
And your boss is right down the street?
Well, he's like on one. I have to come back to 147. I have to come back down to 147.
Why don't we just go on one?
Well, it's quicker. It says quicker to go this way. It's either this way or 152 to cut across, and 152 would have been longer. I mean, we can go all the way over there, but I mean, either way, I'm gonna mark right here because this is. I mean, I could protect the identity of my boss's house. Even though last year we showed it. Last year we showed it. We stayed there last year, but it was dark. Yeah, it was like 11 o'clock at night. You couldn't really make out his house. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Can we cross the street? Or should we mark right here?
Cross it and then we'll call it.
So we'll cross it and call it?
You gotta start for tomorrow.
Start for tomorrow. All right.
Good. Which one?
Well, here we are. All right. There's a TD. I don't know what this place is. And there's a Dairy Queen. There's the busway over here.
Must stop.
Dairy Queen's a must stop. Let's go to the market Dairy Queen. HML alumni on the IG. 5 seconds. Can we make it? All right. We're going. Come on, ladies. It's too late. Yeah, we already started. They're not going to get, might as well come with us. All right. 144th Street in US 1. There's a TD Bank over here. Any other things you guys want to point out? That's it. Just a TD Bank. 144, and just have anywhere that's US 1 over there.
Back corner's the original hole in the wall.
The original hole in the wall over there. The TD
That's
Bank. All right, you guys a witness? You guys
Witness.
approve? Where's Marianne? Oh, Marianne's still over there. All right, give a thumbs up.
Over there.
Give a thumbs up for the mark. Thumbs up.
There
All
you
right. All right, there's the mark. We'll do feet on the street, 10 a.m. ish tomorrow from 100 right here in 144.